Oh, I'm just so excited. Yeah, everything's ready, right? The food too? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
What about the bonfire with the marshmallows? Do we buy enough marshmallows?
Everything is prepared and ready, Mayor Leonard.
Alright, Jane, I trust you. I just want to make sure everything's perfect. I've never had a party in my own house before.
It will be wonderful, sir.
Ooh, yay! This is going to be so much fun with the residents and my teeth. Jane, where are my teeth? I can't have a costume party without my teeth.
They're in your mouth, sir.
Oh, or not. Oh, I guess you're right. Oh, silly me. I guess I'll let the nerves get the best of me. This is just my first time I'm opening my house to this many people at once. I hope nothing breaks.
Everything will run smoothly, sir.
Oh, my first guest. I must have let them in. Here, wait here, Jane. I'm gonna go let them in. Good evening, citizens, and welcome to the first annual Magnificent Masquerade, hosted at my very own house.
I do say, is that what you're calling it?
Excuse me?
The name! It is rather droll, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, I rather liked it. But if this is the first year we're doing it, then how about, Costume Cotillion, or Odd Autumn Attire Extravaganza?
On second thought, I think it's best we stick with the Masquerade. Maybe change the Magnificent part, it's too presumptuous.
Oh, well, I'll certainly give it some thought.
Pardon me, gentlemen, I hate to be a bother, Leonard, but would you show me to your ladies' room? I must touch up my exquisite makeup.
Oh, yes, it's straight through the door to the left over here. I'll show you.
I'll walk you to the door, my dear.
Oh, good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to the Silly Suited Spectacular.
I don't think my suit is that silly.
Well, no, it's just a name, it's still in the works.
Well, you're suit me, boy. It's just the name of the party.
Oh, well, yeah, it's still a work in progress, like I said.
I was told there was going to be a costume party, and I dressed up in my finest Victorian apparel for this event. I will not be called silly. Here you are, go again. Always getting your new knickers in a twist. Thank ye for hosting us a party tonight, Mayor Leonard. My knickers are never in a twist. They are perfectly straight and are period appropriate, which is far more than I can say about you, Mr. Pirate. Whatever you say, fancy pants.
Welcome, Icicle family, to the, nondescript costume party whose name will be decided on later.
Wow, that's, quite a mouthful. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting us to this, and let me see if I remember this straight. Ahem. Nondescript costume party whose name will be decided on later?
I'm open to suggestions.
I got one. What about Mermaid Fairy Princess Spectacular with dinosaurs and rainbows?
As nice as that sounds, I think that you might be a little too long for people to say that every year.
Aww.
Here, let me show you guys to the room. Oh, I forgot the rest of the family. I am so sorry.
No problem. Thanks for humoring her a second ago.
Oh, no. I'm relying on her and Isaac, really, to come up with a good name for this party.
I'm sure you can come up with a great name on your own. Thank you so much for hosting.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, no problem. Speaking of Isaac, where is he?
Oh, he's just lagging behind a bit.
You know, Zach, He's always wanting to make a grand entrance.
Yes, of course. Yes, I do.
Good evening, mortal! It is I, Count Zacula!
Oh dear.
And what is this? Another vampire in their midst? There can only be one.
Indeed. I believe you're quite right on that.
Well, this will never do. Count Zacula must depart.
Janet, is that you? Janet? Who is this Janet you speak of? I am the hula girl Lola. Now don't be silly, my dear. I know it's you. I have been trying to talk to you all week. Is that so? Yes, I left message after message on your phone, and I just couldn't seem to get to you. You must get a new phone, my dear. That old one must be dropping all of my calls or something. Must be. Oh well, can't change the past. At least I've got a hold of you now. I've been waiting to talk to you about little George's tutoring next summer. But that's not for another year, Glinda. You can't start planning too early now. I know the mayor recommended you, and I've seen your wonderful work with the Lynx twins. But I just have to ask you, how high in intellect are you capable of teaching? What do you mean? Well, George is such a genius and miles above all of his peers. I just wanted to make sure you were prepared for such a challenge. Wouldn't want you feeling like you were in over your head. Are you sure? I assure you, Belinda, I am quite prepared to take on George as a student. I'm sure you think you are, but let's just go over the curriculum to make sure there aren't any holes. I think I hear Jane calling my name. Jane? Coming! Really? I didn't hear anything. No, wait! Janet, I still have questions!
Jane, can you hear me? Jane! Jane! Oh, good evening, Walter and Noel.
Oh, Leonard! Wonderful to see you. Love the costume.
Thank you. I was about to change, actually.
But it's such a lovely costume. Why?
Oh, no reason. Just some... Hey, nice hair, you two. Who are you guys?
Oh, I'm only one of those brilliant minds of all time. Albert Einstein.
And I am the second most brilliant, Julia Child.
I think there might be a few people in between who would disagree with you and argue with you on that point. Right this way. Ah, Melvin, yes, come in.
Well, I do declare, Mayor Leonard, you have outdone yourself. This looks just absolutely fantastic. Dare I say, marvelous?
Well, thank you, Melvin. Say, maybe I'll call that the Marvelous Masquerade. Yes.
Now, I don't know about that, mister. The marvelous is my word, and people might think it's my party if you use that word.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You needed something, sir?
Oh, yes, there you are, Jane. I've been looking for you everywhere. Can you please guard the door while I go change?
But you were so excited about your costume, sir. What made you change your mind?
A second vampire.
Oh, you mean Isaac? I don't think you'll mind sharing the costume.
There are two vampires, Jane. There cannot be two vampires. It's indecent. I must go change at once. Maybe I could be a magician or something. Either way, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Wait, I can't be a magician. You're a magician. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh, I'll be right back. Just please guard the door for me.
Will do, sir. Good evening, Dan. Welcome. Everyone's gathering in the living room.
Well, thank you, Jane. It's a pleasure to be here. How's old Lenny doing? I expected him to be the one at the door.
Oh, he was until just now. He had to run and attend to something.
Well, be sure to tell him thank you for me, if I don't see him tonight.
Will do. where's your costume?
I'm wearing it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. What are you dressed as?
A detective. I'm a detective.
I see.
Jane!
Oh dear! What's happened, sir?
Oh, it's horrible. It's just terrible. The scene is too grisly to describe.
What's wrong, sir?
The vase! It's my mother's prize vase. It's crushed and cracked into 1,000,000 pieces. It's horrible. It's an act of vengeance.
Vengeance, you say? Then I arrived just in time. Don't you worry your pretty little head, Mr. Mayor. Dan Finnegan is on the case.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Finnegan. Please come and see the crime scene.
Momentarily. First, I must survey our suspects.
Can you believe she just walked away like that?
Well, it is my party, my dear. It's not really a place for business.
But it's Georgie's education, Gunther. His whole future rests on...
Listen up, everybody. Nobody move. This is a crime scene.
Good heavens, Daniel. What's all this about?
Vandalism, Gunther. Oh, all is lost. Some ruffian destroyed my mother's prize vase. No one can be trusted. Not now that Snowden's best lost to the hooligans of the streets. No.
Calm down, sir. I'll find out who done this.
Vandalism, you say? And I'm afraid my wife and I must be on our way.
You can do this, sir. You're just as much as a suspect as anyone else.
Preposterous. Two upper-class individuals, such as Glenda and I, would never stoop to this level. It was clearly one of those low-life, degenerate icicle children.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, what did you just call my children?
Degenerate, you say? How dare you, sir? You know I am very degenerate.
Zachy, I don't think that's what... I don't think that's how that word works.
It's not.
Oh,
Well, if not one of them, perhaps that incompetent mailman, or that run-down diner owner. I'll have you know that I am the most capable mailman this side of the equator.
My title was newly renovated, and you acknowledge it was exactly to your liking.
All I'm saying is that it is ludicrous to think that me or my wife could have anything to do with this crime.
Enough bickering, everyone. No one gets in or out of this house unless I say so. And that is only when the culprit gets caught.
Oh, sorry I'm late to the shindig, Miss Jane.
Oh, no problem at all, Otis. Everyone's in the living room.
Why are they all staring at us?
I'll fill you in later.
From this moment on, no one gets in or out of the house.
But Detective Finnegan, there's so many people here. There's so many things. Where do we even begin this investigation?
Everyone, please enjoy the refreshments and your evening. For now, Mr. Mayor and I, we're going to go look at the crime scene and figure out who did this.
Here is the vase, and the pieces. Oh, it's just truly horrendous. What a terrible crime.
I understand this must be very hard for you, Mr. Mayor. If you'd like to step out of the room, you're more than welcome to.
No. I'd like to be any help I can in this investigation. Where do we start?
Well, I found truly understand a puzzle like this. We must put the pieces back together.
But it's been shattered into so many pieces. How are we going to repair it?
Do you remember the day where I came over to help find Jane when she was missing?
Yes, I do remember that. You told me the best way to find clues is to look for patterns.
The same works for puzzles. To figure out where each piece fits, you need to look for a pattern and determine whether and where it's going to lead. Take this piece, for instance, the bottom left-hand corner. You see how the stripes fit into that piece right next to it, and how it looks like it should fit together? That's probably because it should.
So whatever picture was on there before, we just got to put that together.
Exactly. Every mystery relies on the detective seeing the small pieces and putting them together to make a big picture. But the pattern is only one of the ways for us to find how it fits perfectly. If we look at the shape of the pieces as well.
Oh, I see. Like all the triangles go together.
If only that was simple. Two triangles might go next to each other, yes, but it's not very likely. Most of the time, it's trial and error and putting pieces together and seeing if they fit up right. The goal at the end of the day is to make sure all the pieces fit perfectly together and the patterns run parallel to one another and they fit snugly together like they first did when they began. Do you see that rectangular piece over there?
Yeah.
We put the other rectangular piece next to it. The pattern doesn't continue, even though the two sides fit together rather snugly. But if we take this triangular piece over here and put its long side against the rectangle, the two sides fit. You can see the pattern continuing from piece to piece. Thus, we have a larger chunk of the picture.
Oh, I see. all these little pieces should go back together perfectly for us to see the full picture of what's going on.
Right you are. Now, let's get this vase back together so we can continue on with our investigation.
As wonderful as it is, my mother's vase is returned to its former glory. How does this help us return who did it?
Watch and learn, Mayor. So, you say the vase was sitting right here on this table, right? Right by the bathroom.
Yes, that's right. Exactly like that.
And few people have gone to the bathroom tonight, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
With how close this vase is to the door, would it be plausible to think that someone might have bumped it on their way out?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it could be possible.
So theoretically, someone could have come from the bathroom, done their business, walked out, and maybe seen someone they wanted to talk to, perhaps, and they bumped into this table without even realizing that's what happened.
Damn. Are you saying this all could have been an accident?
Before I confirm or deny that motive, I have to talk with everyone who's been to the bathroom tonight.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. I know at least Janet and Glenda went that way.
Then that's the first angle of questioning. The living room.
I was in the living room showing the guests around and discussing various activities.
Okay.
Linda was just telling me her recipe for crab cakes when I heard the mayor's ghastly scream.
Can't believe that, as you know. I was practicing hockey with Oliver and lost track of time.
This loss may be so difficult for you, Mr. Mayor. Why don't you come into the salon for a half-price haircut? I can clean you right up.
I have concluded my investigation.
Do you know who's done it? Or is it a cold case? I hope it's not a cold case. I couldn't live with the stress of such a dastardly criminal running free.
Hold your horses, Mr. Mayor. There's no dastardly criminal running free.
Well, I do say, why don't you just arrest the ox perpetrator right here and be done with it?
Pardon?
The town's culprit. It's obviously the contractor. He's a criminal. He has no alibi.
Gunther, I wasn't even here.
Enough. No one is getting arrested today. It was all an accident.
Clearly someone is to blame for the damage of property. I demand justice for my dear friend Leonard.
The perpetrator is Glinda.
How could you, darling?
No, I couldn't have.
When leaving the restroom, Glinda saw Janet and in a rush to speak with her, was unaware of the circumference of her skirt, thus bumping into the table and causing the vase to shatter without her even knowing her involvement in this crime.
I didn't mean to cause any harm. Mayor Leonard, I am so sorry. Please, let me know and we will pay for the damages. I had no idea I'd broken in anything. Such an important heirloom to your family, I would have never broken on purpose.
No problem, Glenda. Dan already helped me fix it. So if really you don't owe me anything, I'm just glad to know there's no dastardly degenerate in this town.
Speaking of degenerate, I think someone owes a few people an apology. Gunther, I am very disappointed in your behavior tonight.
I didn't intend any harm. I just wanted to find the criminals so the citizens of Snowden would be safe.
Accusations without proof can lead to a lot of people getting hurt.
Indeed. I think you're right about that, Daniel. Hank, Otis, Melvin, the Icicle family, and anyone else I may have hurt. I am truly and terribly sorry for anything I might have said tonight. Apology accepted, sir.
We should always watch our words because they have power, and blindly accusing people can lead to a lot of innocent people getting hurt. Situations can change in the blink of an eye, and what we thought we knew, we don't always know. So we should always show kindness to one another in our words and actions.
Indeed. I believe I may have fallen short of what was expected of me. My deepest apologies to everyone.
It was all one big misunderstanding.
Yes, it was. But it was quite the mystery. A mystery masquerade. I think I found my name. I'll throw the annual mystery masquerade every year, and we'll do a different mystery as a group. Oh, it'll be so much fun. I cannot wait till next year.